In this video, we're going to be talking about how to apply character styles to our text. Now, character styles work very much in the same way that paragraph styles do. I can access them right over here on the right-hand side. If you're not seeing this, you can go ahead and switch to Advanced View, which will show the paragraph and character styles, or you can go Window, Styles, Character Styles. So in the last video, we used paragraph styles to modify the spacing and placement of text. And we're going to use character styles. We can really do a lot of the same things, but more so we'll use character styles to modify the actual look of the text. So things such as font sizes, etc. Typically, you'll use paragraph styles to format larger generalized aspects of your text, and you'll use character styles to, like I said, format the look or specific small parts of the text. So let's go ahead and look at what we have here. So we have a short story called Fat by Raymond Carver. And I have a text frame occupying the top of the page. Then I have, this is the first page. The text goes here and it'll spill onto the other pages that we have. And then I have a page number down here. Now this is page 3 because I have some introduction pages before this. So I'm happy with all of the spacing right now, but I want to work on the fonts and the character styles used here because I don't think there's much differentiation. Let's go ahead and use our little preview view, which is Shift W. So Shift W, I can see there's some problems with the characters here. So let's go ahead and start by formatting the main block of text. So I'm just going to click within this main block of text, Command A or Control A to select all. I'm going to click Character Styles. And just like with the paragraph styles, we just click Create New Style. So I'm going to create a new style, and I'll call this Body. Say OK. I can double-click to edit it. And here's some basic settings. Let's go ahead and check the preview box just to make sure that we're previewing it. And before I start working on this, I'm just going to click off so that I can really see what I'm modifying. So let's go to Basic Character Formats. Let's try like Baskerville. Baskerville is a classic printed text font. I'm fine with the regular font style. We can change the size here. Maybe we want to go with 14 point. Maybe it's a really small book. Or 12 point. Change the leading. Let's do 14 point. We can change the kerning, and this is kind of interesting. We can do optical kerning, which is a way of using some really complex math inside InDesign to automatically set kerning and fix kerning problems. Let's try that out and see if that works. So it's just a subtle shift in some of the spacing between the letters. I'm looking at the sitting right here, this word. Whenever I have it on none versus optical, I think I actually like none a little bit more. We can also change it to metrics, which is another type of measurement. I'll just say none for now. We could change our overall tracking, so we could add just a little bit of spacing to everything. Change our case, which we'll work with a different one. For this one, I like the case how it is. And of course, the position of our type. And if we want to add any of these types of things, modify some things here. Modify the character color. So we could change that color here. There's other types of open type features because this is an open type font, and lots of other options. So I'll say OK. So I'm pretty happy with that. I may want to play with the kerning a little bit more later. I'm seeing a few problems here, but nothing too major. Let's go ahead and hit Shift W just to test. That's nice. I feel like my margins may be a little too small on this side. Just adjust that a little bit. Okay, that's nice. Let's go down to our page number. I'll select it. I'll go to Character Styles. Do a new character style, and I'll call this Page Numbers. And let's choose the same font. And let's find a new font to play with here that matches maybe the feel of our story a little bit more. kind of like Chantel there. Make it a little bit larger. I'm going to change the color here to a lighter gray so that it kind of fades with the page. And I'll say OK. I'm happy with that. While I'm down here, I might as well create a paragraph style. That just makes sure that my alignment is on the right side. It's nice. It's kind of an interesting contrast whenever the page number's like that. I might do the title in the same kind of style. So in that case, I'm going to go ahead and select just my title text. So I'm not going to select this whole line. I'll just do my title text. And I'll click on page numbers and then do a new character style. It's based on page numbers since that was the last style I had selected. I'll call this title. I'll stick with the same color that I used before. And what's really nice is this is all non-destructive, right? I can come back in here and change all this stuff at any time. Now let's select this little chunk of text. I'm going to do new style here. I'll call this author. Maybe we'll play with the font a little bit more. In this case, I'm going to do his name in small caps. So small caps changes the font to being in all caps, but they occupy the space of small letters. So you still have some definition, but they're in caps. So there's all caps versus small caps. And I like the look of small caps for an author's name. The more I look at this, the more I think I want to center align all of this. So let's go ahead and make a new paragraph style. Call this title. We'll do a central alignment. Say OK. We have some problems here with the size of this and the size of that, so let's just come back to our character style. Again, we don't have to have any of this selected. We can just come in here and modify it, and I'll double click title. Let's make it a little bit larger. Let's also shift the baseline of this. So we want to go down. There we go. Say OK. Let's do Shift W to see, whoops. Click off of everything, do Shift W. It's not bad. There needs to be a little bit more spacing here. So let's come back to our title. Maybe I'll do 2 lines. One line's kind of nice. Okay, that's great. So you can see how we can use character styles and paragraph styles to really start formatting this stuff and really play around with spacing and page and how all these elements might work together.